the show notes. So you can see it's got a little power button. It's got 3 little indicators here. They're all streaming very, very nicely. Very cool. All from the SD card. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video, and we're going to start a series of videos on these really hot products this Christmas for wireless media streaming. A lot of people like to add more storage to their portable devices, their phones, their tablets, and this is the awesome best way to do that. And so in this video we're going to be taking a look at the Sandisk Connect wireless media drive. This is the 32 gig version. And basically, like it says, wirelessly store and stream your HD content to multiple smartphones and tablets on the go. Fits in your pocket, no internet required. You know, you can use internet if you want to give those devices also internet abilities. So more on that later. Let's go ahead and open this up. If you want to pause the video and take a look, here is the back and how everything shows that it actually works. This is 802.11 BGN. Up to 8 hours of continuous streaming, accessible up to 150 feet away, Wi-Fi password protection, expandable storage, we'll get to that in a little bit, works with iPad, Android, iOS, Kindle Fire, PC, Macs, you name it, works with just about everything that has Wi-Fi connectivity, and simultaneously connect up to 8 devices and stream video up to 5 devices. Very, very cool stuff. I've done some videos on some other Sandisk products like the Sandisk Connect. I might have a link in the video here if I remember to put that in. So let's go ahead and open this up. And here's a nice little quick start guide. And you also get, there's the little device itself. Now this is a really nice looking device. It's very, very well made. It feels nice and well built. It's got some aluminum looking outer bands here, and then the top almost kind of looks like a little bit of a carbon fiber look to it. Very, very neat. So it's an attractive piece of tech there. You do get a little micro USB cable, and then a wall charger that's stuck in here like crazy. Let's go ahead and open that up. So if you don't already have enough of these and a lack of outlets in your house because you've got so much of these, then there you go. A little USB, wall charge, and you're good to go. So this is actually a 32 gig one. There's a 64 and a 32. This is the 32. I'll have links for both in the show notes. So you can see it's got a little power button. It's got 3 little indicators here. It looks like it's got battery, Wi-Fi, and I can't tell, maybe that's a power or internet. Might be internet. Looks like a little globe, kind of hard to see it here. You got a little SD card slot there, and the micro USB where you're going to charge this bad boy from. And that's really it. The bottom is this is a nice little rubber square, so if it sits, it's not going to slide around much. So very, very cool. Let's go ahead. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get this set up. We're going to get some devices connected to it, and we're going to start some streaming media here. And really, this is really simple. All you got to do with this is actually just connect it to a computer if you wanted to. It has the built-in this is actually just a little holder or placeholder here. This is not a real SD card, but you can extend the storage on this even more by putting in an SD card here, and it'll give you 2 options. It's got the built-in 32 gig or 64, whichever version of this you get, and then you can put in an SD card here as well, extending it even more, I think up to an additional 64 gig. I could be wrong, I'll have to double check that, but very, very neat. And like I said, this is just a little placeholder to go in here and keep that port closed so no dirt and dust and stuff get in it. So anyway guys, we're going to pause the video. We'll be right back and show you what this baby can do. Hey guys, welcome back. And we've got the Sandisk Media Drive all set up here. I have it running. If I can get it in the light here, you can see it's got 3 actual lights lit up on it. So what we have is the battery light, which is actually showing green, so it means we're fully charged now. We've got a Wi-Fi light, which means we're connected and Wi-Fi is being broadcast. And we have the internet light, which shows that this is actually connected to the internet, which is acting like a bridge. It's just connected to my home Wi-Fi and providing internet through this as a bridge. So when I connect a device to this Wi-Fi hotspot on this, I still can get out to the internet and stream the media from this as well. So let's take a look. We've got 3 devices out here that we've got connected to this Sandisk Media Center. You have to go out and you have to download an app, and it's actually right here, Sandisk Media Drive. You can see it, so let's go ahead and just launch it here, and you can see it comes up just Sandisk. And in this, I actually have, this has 32 gigs of onboard storage, and I also, if you see here, I've got a little blue SD card in here that also I have some of my videos on that I produced for YouTube. And as you can see here, it says there are 21 videos in the media drive. Those are all actually on the SD card. I haven't put anything local in the storage on this, but I did actually put a firmware upgrade that I went out and downloaded from Sandisk onto the root of this local storage and rebooted it, launched the app, and upgraded its firmware, which gives us a few new cool features that we'll go over. So anyway, as you can see, you can do video streaming, music, photos, and files, and this is on the iPhone. If we go into settings, you can see it says connect to internet, and this is actually how you set this up to actually connect to the internet. Now, one of the firmware upgrade features is if you're out and about and say you don't have a Wi-Fi signal to latch onto, this now will go and default to your cellular data. So you still have internet. That's awesome. So connect to this and stream from it, and then use your cellular data to get internet if you need to get out on internet. So very cool stuff there. And then you can see there's also some guides down here. It's 75% available battery, 30.6 gig left memory, and it says 0.0 available on the card memory, but I don't know, that doesn't seem right, but that could be because this is just I think like a 16 gig card that's got quite a bit of videos on it, so that might be spot on. You can change your Wi-Fi settings, all sorts of stuff in here. Now this is another cool feature, is transfer contacts. So if I click on this, I can actually import contacts from this drive and export contacts. So I exported my iOS contacts, connect this to Android, and import contacts. So it's a great way to transfer your contacts. Say you go from iOS to Android, Android to iOS. You can transfer your contacts just like that with this in the middle. Very neat. Upgrade media drive, I'm at 2.93, which was the latest and greatest, and you can restore it to factory settings. But we want to see this baby stream. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to launch a video, and we're just going to do the top video here. And you can see we're streaming. I'll get a little volume here. Taking a look at a really cool. Okay, so we are streaming on the iOS. So I'm going to sit this right here, let that stream. I'm actually going to turn the volume down because I'm hearing myself. Now, this is an Android 1+1. We've downloaded the app, Sandisk, and we've connected to it. And again, it sees videos, music, photos, files. So let's just click on videos, and let's go ahead and do, let's do my Synology video here. And it should start streaming right away to this as well. So now we're going to be streaming to 2 different devices. There we go. So this one's playing. As you can see, it's got 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. You just don't see a whole lot going on in the video, but this is streaming. So we're going to set this aside. And now we're going to move the iPad over here. And as you can see, let me go ahead and scroll up just a little bit. You can see both of these still streaming. We've got the iPad out. Now let's select our, well, let's do a Alexa video here on the Groovy EW speaker here that I did. Turn this video down volume wise. And now look at this. We are streaming to an iPad, an Android, and an iPhone. And none of them have any latency whatsoever. They're all streaming very, very nicely. Very cool. All from the SD card hooked up to this bad boy. So that's very nice. Now, the iPad looks like maybe it paused at 16 seconds here. Let me see if that's just something So it's going again. These still are running good. Now the iPad is the third item that we brought on board, so it looks like maybe as you start adding items, the last one might take a little bit of a hit. And it looks like it paused again. So seeing a little bit, as we add devices, a little bit of maybe problem with it streaming. Now again, this is going from the SD card, so you are going to be a little bit limited on the SD card. If it was just the local storage, you probably wouldn't have this. That's why I actually wanted to do the SD card, to see if streaming it from like an SD card that's a little bit of a slower SD card, by the way. It's not one of the high-end SD cards. So we do see a little bit of latency, or a little bit of lag, but not bad. Let's see if this one's still going. So now the iPhone was the first one I got going, and it's paused at 216. So, you know, it's really going to be great for one, and like I said, if it was local, it would probably be streaming just fine. This is just a limitation of my SD card more than likely. Now, some really neat features that you can use this for is, you know, if you're a photographer, and you can see now the light's really flashing in the middle for the Wi-Fi there. It's flashing so fast, actually, you probably can't even tell it's lit. But if you're a photographer and you've got, you know, out taking photos, and you wanted to dump your camera photos over, you can do that wirelessly. Really cool stuff. We can try to transfer files. Let me actually load up Goodreader here on the iPad, if I can find it. And Goodreader is a really good... Let's just do a search. Goodreader, there it is. Goodreader actually sees wireless devices like NASs and stuff on the network. So if we were going ahead and connect to server, we're just going to come down here and we're going to say SMB server. Let's just see. Okay, I guess we can't just search for it. We got to know its IP address and everything. Reload list of servers. Let's see if it's looking for the network here. There we go. Let's see if it sees this as an SMB server. Still scanning. I don't think this runs SMB. You know, sometimes you're pleasantly surprised with these devices. They don't pimp as much as they can do out there. You know, like I've reviewed previous streaming devices and actually determined that they're running like a Linux BusyBox or something on them, where you can actually use them as an SMB server and connect as a web browser as well. This one here does not appear to be doing that. I do not see an SMB server on the network, so you can rule out having like web-based or SMB-based communications to this. It looks like at this point. So I just wanted to do that quick little test. So anyway, guys, a lot of different features for this. Again, a lot of options. Again, here's the box. Look for this in your store. I will have a link, and by the way, you can use this on a Kindle as well. As you can see, it's in the Amazon App Store as well. I'll have a link in the show notes where you can pick one of these up. There's a 32 and a 64 gig model of this. Again, this is the 32 gig. It's a little bit less expensive, and again, you can add an SD card to it to even make it more than the 32 gig anyway, so I just went with the 32. So anyway, guys, that is the Sandisk Media Drive. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and a subscription to the channel. Really helps us out a lot. Again, if you want to purchase one of these, please use the affiliate link in the show notes, as that does actually help out the channel a lot as well. And as always, guys, I appreciate your time and your watching. Have a good one.